But how will all of these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in with how the trade setup looks like and the stocks that are likely to be in the news today. First up, Vamakshi joins in to get the market cues we need to watch out for. Vamakshi, good morning. Another day, another record, but we could not sustain.
Well, absolutely, Hormaz, you rightly put it. In fact, the markets opened on a positive note in line with global cues, but the Nifty and Sensex hit record highs intraday, but subsequently faced some selling pressure. And this trend has been consistent over the last couple of days, wherein Nifty makes a record high and then reverses course. In fact, indices, despite that, ended marginally in the green. The Nifty Bank too witnessed a similar trend. Nifty Bank retracted after almost touching its record highs. Nifty Bank ended comfortably above the 53,000 mark. HDFC Bank and Kotak Bank contributed the most to its gain. The broader indices, however, continued to remain in pain. The Nifty mid-cap as well as small-cap indices were down for the third straight session, with the losses yesterday amplified on the Nifty small-cap index. Vodafone Idea and Indus Tower saw a very sharp fall in the trading session yesterday after the SC rejected plea on the AGR dues. Vodafone Idea posted the biggest single-day fall since Jan 2022, while Indus Towers posted the biggest single-day fall since June 4th. The US markets, on the other hand, saw very strong momentum. All three benchmark indices ended the session on a very strong note. S&P 500 as well as Dow Jones hit record highs yesterday, and the Nasdaq Composite too advanced nearly 2.5%. So that is how the markets performed yesterday. But as far as the cues today are concerned, Bank of Japan's interest rate decision will be an important one to watch out for. The Asian markets are mostly trading higher, and the GIFT Nifty too is suggesting a positive start to the trading session today.
Positive start indeed. We'll see if those gains sustain though. Vamakshi, thanks a lot for that. Over to Winnie now, who would list out the stocks you need to watch out for this morning. Winnie, good morning. What's on your list?
Good morning. I'm going to start with Phoenix Mills because its arm, Casper Realty, has emerged as the highest bidder, and this is for centric property plots which are there in Mohali in Punjab. Combined value of that is approximately 891 crores, so important to watch out for that. Reliance Infra, the board has approved fundraising plans of around 3,000 crores via QIP. This is going to be the issuance of 12.56 crore shares or warrants that we should be watching out for at a price of 240 rupees per share, amounting to 3,014 crores. Moving on, NTPC, the board has approved investment plans, couple of investment plans in its plans. One is around an 11,000 crore investment and the other is around a 9,700 crore investment. So surely that capex plan is something we are watching out for. IIFL Finance, RBI has lifted restrictions that were imposed on the gold loan business of the company. So yes, after a long time, we'll be seeing these restrictions are going to be lifted. So positive for IIFL Finance. EMS Limited, they've received a tender from Kolkata Municipal Corporation for an order value of around 681 crores. Keep an eye out on that. And two pharma names, we have Zydus as well as Lupin, that's going to be in focus after the US Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit has vacated US District Court's judgment that favored the generic companies. So maybe some bit of a pressure on Zydus as well as Lupin because they launched this drug which was patented at risk recently. So keeping an eye on that. Lastly, board meetings. Godfrey Phillips board is going to be meeting for bonus issue. So keep an eye on that. And Mankind Pharma board meeting for fundraising plans. So important to watch out for all these stocks.
Winnie, thanks a lot for those updates. And lastly, Mangalam is joining in with cues from the FNO space. Mangalam, good morning. It's been a range-bound trade for the Nifty, but the Nifty Bank has been the one to watch.
The Nifty Bank has done extremely well, and overnight cues coming in from Wall Street, powering the GIFT Nifty ahead as well. So that's the one that should come up for you on the screen right now. Saw a great amount of traction on all the frontline Wall Street indices, and a 50-point uptick is what the GIFT Nifty is indicating. If you look at the trade yesterday as well, the Nifty, while it gave up from highs, it did still manage to close above the 25,400 mark. And for the Nifty Bank as well, it managed to hold on to that 53,000 mark itself. What was interesting is that the mid-caps, which continued to underperform, did that yesterday as well. But towards the last hour, if you look at the intraday chart, you would see that there was some recovery from the lows, so not all was lost. And add to that, we had the India VIX, post-event saw a bit of a decline as well. So those are a couple of factors that worked out. What I like the most about trade today is that a lot of the excesses, some part of it may be taken out right now because the FIs who are building their positions gradually on the long side have now decided to, unwind some of those positions. Yesterday, we saw 924 crore worth net sell in index futures by the FIs, where they unwound about 7,000 contracts and added about 7,000 contracts on the short side as well. And as a result of which, while they're still net long to the tune of 2.23 lakh contracts, it's a slight moderation. That's a positive. The other positive is that the FII selling was lapped up by the clients. Now, clients and HNIs are basically the ones who know the near-term pulse of the market. They added about 17,000 long contracts, and this at a time when they are net short on the index as well. For the next week's expiry, it is the 25,500 mark, which will be a bit of a fulcrum because we've seen action on both the 25,500 call and the 25,500 put. And if you look at, what the option writers are expecting for the next 1 week is a broad range of 25,350 on the Nifty at the lower level to about 25,650 at the upper level itself. The index, like you pointed out, is the Nifty Bank to watch out for. Yesterday went perilously close to its all-time high. Can it, close that loop today or not is the big question, because this week has definitely belonged to the banks. The Nifty Bank is up 2% this week at a time where the broader markets have seen a decline of 2 to 3% at the index level itself. And speaking about the broader market stocks itself, just watch out for Chambal Fertilizers, National Aluminium, which is NALCO, and SAIL. All three of them have entered FNO ban, and out of FNO ban is Balrampur Chini.
Nifty Bank, the week has definitely belonged to the banking stocks. Mangalam, thanks a lot for that update.